Okay, let's look at how to calculate just units per hour. Part A here tells us that 1 liter contains 35,000 units of heparin, and it's infusing at a rate of 25 milliliters per hour. So we need to figure out what is the units per hour that the patient is receiving. So desired answer is units per hour. So we're going to start with that, units per hour, and that means we have to have units at the top of our first fraction. So we can pair up that 35,000 units with 1 liter. Now I'm going to go ahead and change 1 liter into 1,000 milliliters. I know that my next fraction is going to have milliliters in it because that's what's left in the problem here. So I just went ahead and made that substitution in my head before I wrote it down. So 35,000 units is happening in 1,000 milliliters of fluid. So that put milliliter at the bottom, which means we need milliliter at the top. And the rate they gave us was 25 milliliters per hour. So we're going to stack those together. Now that's going to cancel your milliliters and give you units on top, hours on bottom, which is what we were wanting. So we're ready to do our math. 35,000 times 25 is going to give you 875,000. And we have a 1,000 on the bottom. So we divide and we get 875 units per hour. Part B, we're going to do the same type of thing. Infusion rate of 40 milliliters per hour is running with a bag of heparin that contains 30,000 units and 750 milliliters. So what is our units per hour that the patient is receiving? So again, desired answer is this units per hour that the question's asking about. So we will drag in the 30,000 units since we know we want units on top. So we'll pair that with the 750 milliliters. Now that puts milliliters at the bottom, so I need milliliters at the top. They gave us the infusion rate was 40 milliliters per hour. So we'll stack that in there. Check those units. Milliliters cancel, units on top, hour on bottom. Good to go. So 30,000 times 40 is 1.2 million over 750. And that should leave us with an answer of 1,600 units per hour. As you're writing your answers in my math lab for these, that's my college algebra class. You guys work in Moodle. As you're answering these in Moodle, do not type the comma between or right after those 1,000 numbers. If you want to work it with the comma in the, to help you count all the zeros and everything, that's fine. But I don't have Moodle set up to accept 1,600. I have it set up to accept 1600. Okay, so be careful not to include the comma there. I tried to write some directions to remind you of that.